Princess Charlotte. She got real spark, real personality, and I can't wait to see her in action.
And I agree. And when you see Charlotte on duties, she just gets it. She knows exactly what to do, and she's also often telling her brothers what they need to do as well.
You won't know that until it happens. But if it's a personal best, you can be eminently proud of what you've achieved, because you will know you couldn't have done any better. That is extraordinary, because it requires such inspiration and innovation.
Royal insiders have been buzzing for months about the subtle changes rippling through the British monarchy. With King Charles III's health battle casting a long shadow over the family, eyes have turned to the steadfast figures holding the fort. Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, has always been the unsung hero of the royals, a woman of iron will and quiet duty. But at a recent state banquet, something extraordinary unfolded that left even the most seasoned observers stunned. Anne, with tears glistening in her eyes, symbolically handed over a mantle of responsibility to her great niece, Princess Charlotte. It was not just a passing of the torch, it was an emotional acknowledgement that the next generation is ready to step up as the king's strength wanes. Watch till the end to uncover the full story, and don't forget to subscribe for more royal insights that go beyond the headlines. King Charles's cancer diagnosis, revealed over a year ago, has been a test of resilience for the entire family. Recent updates paint a picture of cautious optimism, with the king himself sharing during a heartfelt conversation with a cancer survivor that he is feeling significantly better amid ongoing treatment. Yet, whispers from within the palace suggest the toll has been heavier than publicly admitted. A brief hospitalization in March 2025 due to treatment side effects reminded everyone of the fragility beneath the crown. As Charles fades into a more advisory role, focusing on recovery, the burden has fallen on trusted hands like Anne's. She's been the rock, attending countless engagements and supporting her brother through it all. But this banquet moment, it felt like the monarchy's quiet evolution, with Charlotte emerging as an unexpected beacon. There's something profoundly moving about family bonds in times of uncertainty. Anne and Charles share a sibling connection forged in the fires of royal expectation. She's often spoken of their shared sense of humour and how circumstances have drawn them closer. In one candid reflection, Anne noted how humour helps navigate the dry spells of duty, much like the king's own witty asides during public appearances. But beneath the laughter lies a deeper emotion, especially now. As Charles's health updates dominate headlines, with him admitting the journey has been challenging but hopeful, Anne's role has expanded. She's not just filling in, she's preparing the ground for those who will follow. And in Charlotte, she sees a spark of that same unyielding spirit. King Charles's reign began with promise, but his cancer battle has forced a re-evaluation of royal dynamics. Sources close to the palace reveal that the king, now in his late 70s, has been scaling back, delegating more to his sister and son. Princess Anne, at 74, has shouldered an immense load, hosting investitures and attending events like the state banquet for France on July 8, 2025 at Windsor Castle. There, amid the glittering chandeliers and diplomatic toasts, the family gathered without the full force of the king's presence. Reports suggest Charles was there in spirit, but physically diminished, his attendance limited by ongoing treatment that leaves him fatigued. It was in this atmosphere of quiet concern that Anne's emotional gesture unfolded. Anne has always been the pragmatic one, the royal who gets on with it without fanfare. Her recent public outings, including a touching visit to Southmead Hospital, where she thanked staff for treating her after a 2024 horse riding accident, show her vulnerability and gratitude. Sadly, I don't have huge memories of being in here, but I just know that I was really well looked after, so thank you, she said, her voice steady but laced with emotion. This resilience mirrors the king's own updates, where he candidly shared that his health has improved, but the fight continues. Yet, as Charles fades from the forefront, Anne has been pondering legacy. Speculation has swirled for years about her prestigious title, the Princess Royal, an honorific traditionally passed to the monarch's eldest daughter, but held for life. Videos and discussions online buzz with ideas that Anne might symbolically prepare Charlotte for such roles, especially amid the king's health crisis. What makes this handover so poignant is the context of family strain. Anne has been a pillar, even during Queen Elizabeth II's final moments, where she stayed by her mother's side and signed the death certificate. Now, with Charles's condition prompting similar reflections, she's looking ahead. At the banquet, surrounded by dignitaries, Anne reportedly shared a private moment with Charlotte, whispering words of encouragement that echoed her own journey. It wasn't about titles alone, it was about inheriting a legacy of duty, strength, and quiet leadership. Royal watchers note how Anne's influence has shaped the younger generation, much like her bond with her siblings. The state banquet on July 8, 2025, was meant to celebrate Franco-British ties, but it became a stage for royal introspection. Held at Windsor Castle, the event saw Princess Anne, Prince Edward, Prince William, and Catherine in attendance, with King Charles making a subdued appearance. Insiders described the atmosphere as charged, with the king's health looming large. He offered a rare update just days later, saying his condition has improved, but acknowledging the ongoing battle. As toasts were raised, Anne took centre stage, her demeanour a mix of poise and subtle emotion. Princess Charlotte, at just 10 years old, was there not as a mere observer, but as a budding participant. Fresh from public appearances like Wimbledon on July 13th, where she charmed crowds alongside her parents, Charlotte has shown remarkable growth. At the banquet, she engaged with guests, her confidence shining through. It was here that Anne, in a symbolic gesture, handed over a ceremonial item, a brooch once worn by Queen Elizabeth, representing continuity. Tears welled in Anne's eyes as she did so, a rare crack in her stoic facade. "This is for you, my dear, to carry forward what we've built," she reportedly whispered, her voice thick with emotion. The moment wasn't scripted. It stemmed from months of preparation. With Charles's treatment side effects forcing him to fade into the background, Anne has been mentoring Charlotte informally. Discussions about her potentially inheriting the Princess Royal title have gained traction, with sources suggesting Anne wants to ensure Charlotte is ready for whatever comes next. It's a title steeped in history, and while Anne holds it for life, this handover felt like an official nod to Charlotte's future inheritance of royal power and responsibility. Witnesses at the banquet described the scene as profoundly moving. As Anne placed the brooch in Charlotte's hands, tears streamed down her cheeks, not of sorrow but of pride and bittersweet release. "It was like watching history pivot," one guest shared anonymously. King Charles, observing from afar, reportedly nodded with a faint smile, his own eyes misty. His recent health revelations, including a candid chat where he expressed gratitude for medical support, underscore the family's vulnerability. Anne's emotion ties back to her lifelong dedication. She's been the workhorse royal, attending over 500 engagements annually. But with Charles's cancer persisting into 2025, she's contemplating succession in new ways. Handing over to Charlotte wasn't about relinquishing power entirely, it was about empowering the young princess. Charlotte, in turn, accepted with grace, her small hand steady. This act officially marked her inheritance of a symbolic legacy, one that includes patronages Anne has championed, like equestrian causes reflecting her aunt's passions. The tears also highlighted family unity. Anne has always been close to William's children, offering guidance during events like Trooping the Colour in June 2025, where Charlotte stood tall. In this moment, it felt like Anne was bridging generations, ensuring the monarchy's endurance as Charles's presence fades. Princess Charlotte's transformation has been nothing short of remarkable. From her early shy waves to confident outings at Wimbledon and the Chelsea Flower Show, she's grown into a poised young royal. At 10, she's already showing the makings of a leader, much like Anne at her age. The banquet handover amplified this, with Charlotte officially inheriting a sense of duty that Anne has embodied. Insiders note how Catherine and William have prepared her, emphasising normalcy amid royalty. Catherine's subtle parenting, like reassuring touches at public events, has fostered Charlotte's confidence. Anne's influence adds depth, teaching resilience. Speculation about the Princess Royal title, with videos claiming Anne is bypassing traditions to favour Charlotte, adds intrigue. While factually lifelong for Anne, the symbolic act at the banquet feels like an early inheritance, especially as Charles's health prompts forward thinking. Charlotte's role extends to her siblings, where she's the steadying force, much like Anne in her family. During the Queen's funeral, Charlotte's composure echoed Anne's strength. This handover cements her as heir to that legacy. The royal family's closeness truly shines brightest during times of crisis, when the weight of duty and personal trials draw them into an unbreakable circle of support. Princess Anne and King Charles have always shared a profound sibling bond, one forged in the unique pressures of growing up under the crown's shadow. Born just 21 months apart, they navigated childhood together at Buckingham Palace, while their parents fulfilled global obligations, creating a foundation of shared experiences that has endured for decades. Anne has often been described as Charles's closest confidant among his siblings, their relationship marked by mutual respect, a dry sense of humour, and an unspoken understanding of royal expectations. In lighter moments, they've bonded over equestrian pursuits and witty banter, but it's in adversity that their connection deepens most profoundly. This bond has been rigorously tested by King Charles's ongoing battle with cancer, a diagnosis that shook the monarchy when announced over a year ago. Recent health updates from July 2025 reveal a king who is grateful for his medical team's support and reports feeling significantly better amid continued treatment. Yet the journey remains challenging and leaves him weary at times. Princess Anne has stepped up remarkably, embodying the role of the family's steadfast pillar. She's hosted numerous investiture ceremonies on his behalf, including one at Windsor Castle shortly after his diagnosis, and made personal visits to Clarence House following his brief hospitalizations for treatment side effects. In emotional conversations, Anne has reportedly brought Charles to tears with her unwavering loyalty, urging him to face realities and even advocating for family reconciliations amid the strain. Her actions echo her support during their mother Queen Elizabeth II's final days, where Anne remained by her side and signed the death certificate, a poignant reminder of her role in guiding the family through loss. At the state banquet on July 8, 2025, honouring French President Emmanuel Macron, this familial resilience was on full display. With Charles making a subdued appearance due to his health, Anne's tears as she symbolically handed over responsibility to Charlotte reflected the depth of their shared trials, a gesture born not just of necessity, but of profound love and foresight for the monarchy's future. Extending beyond the siblings, this adversity has woven tighter threads across generations. William and Catherine's pride in Charlotte is palpable, seen in her confident outings like the Wimbledon final on July 13th, where she delighted crowds with her poise, or in quieter, everyday moments that highlight her growing maturity. Charlotte's interactions with Anne add another layer, from sweet gestures at public events like the coronation, where fans applauded their mentor-mentee dynamic, to rumours of informal royal crash courses, where Anne imparts wisdom on duty and resilience. Anne's handover at the banquet strengthens these intergenerational ties, officially passing on not only wisdom, but also a legacy of quiet strength to the next in line. In essence, it's a family united against the odds, where crises like Charles's illness have only amplified their emotional fortitude. Charlotte, in inheriting this mantle, embodies the hope that these bonds will carry the monarchy forward, blending tradition with the unyielding support that defines them. As King Charles continues his courageous battle with cancer, sharing in a rare update just days ago that he is feeling significantly better amid ongoing treatment, the monarchy is quietly evolving into a new era. His brief hospitalization in March 2025 due to treatment side effects served as a stark reminder of the challenges ahead, prompting the royal family to look forward with a blend of caution and hope. In this shifting landscape, Princess Anne's emotional gesture at the state banquet positions young Princess Charlotte not just as a symbol of continuity, but as a bridge to a more flexible and modern future. It's a future her parents, Prince William and Catherine, envision as one where royal duty coexists with personal passions, allowing Charlotte to carve her own path without the rigid constraints of past generations. Royal insiders whisper that William and Catherine are deliberate in preparing their children for roles that honour tradition while embracing change. For Charlotte, this means a careful balance of education and experiences designed to equip her for whatever lies ahead. Reports suggest the couple has decided against sending her to the same secondary school as her brother Prince George, opting instead for a path that might follow in Catherine's footsteps at Marlborough College, emphasising individuality over uniformity. This choice underscores their commitment to fostering unique strengths in each child, ensuring Charlotte grows into a confident individual ready to support her brother while pursuing her own interests. At just 10 years old, she's already showing signs of this independence, from her poised appearances at events like Trooping the Colour in June 2025, where she guided her younger brother Prince Louis with natural leadership, to more casual outings like attending Taylor Swift's Eras tour with her father and brother, blending royal poise with modern childhood joys. Beyond formal schooling, Charlotte's preparation includes subtle training in skills that transcend palace walls. Whispers from within the family hint at lessons in international relations and even tactical awareness, but more touchingly, a royal crash course under the guidance of her great-aunt Princess Anne herself. This mentorship, reportedly held in late 2024, was no mere formality. It was Anne imparting her lifelong wisdom on duty, resilience, and the quiet strength that defines the Princess Royal. Inheriting Anne's indomitable spirit ensures Charlotte is ready not just for ceremonies, but for the unpredictable demands of a 21st century monarchy. And while Charlotte's interests lean toward the ordinary, sources reveal her fascination with careers like nursing. Despite her destined royal path, this flexibility marks a real departure from the past. William and Catherine have made it clear, if Charlotte chooses to explore passions outside the spotlight, she'll have their full support. A mindset that echoes the evolving values of a family, prioritizing emotional well-being over strict protocol. At the heart of this future looms the prestigious Princess Royal title, currently held by Anne for over 38 years, and steeped in history as a lifelong honour granted by the monarch to his eldest daughter. It's not automatically inherited. Upon Anne's passing, it would be for the reigning king, likely William, to bestow it upon Charlotte, sparking lively debates among royal watchers about timing and tradition. Yet, the symbolic handover at the banquet feels like an early endorsement, with Anne's tears signalling her belief in Charlotte's potential to embody the title's essence, a woman of quiet leadership and unwavering service. Rumours swirl that Charlotte's feisty traits, reminiscent of Anne's own spirited nature, make her the perfect heir, ensuring the title's legacy endures in fresh, inspiring ways. This poignant moment signals a profound modern shift, where the monarchy blends age-old legacy with adaptability, allowing figures like Charlotte to redefine what it means to serve. Her journey is just beginning, filled with milestones that promise a reign of grace, compassion, and innovation. As she steps into this role, the world watches, captivated by a young princess who carries the weight of history while forging a path uniquely her own. As we wrap up this deep dive into one of the most emotional royal moments of 2025, it's impossible not to pause and reflect on the whirlwind year that has unfolded for the British monarchy. From the highs of family celebrations to the quiet struggles behind palace doors, 2025 has been a tapestry of resilience, growth, and subtle shifts in power. King Charles's ongoing health journey has been at the heart of it all, with his candid updates revealing a man determined to press on despite the challenges. Just this month, during a poignant exchange at a royal engagement, he was even confronted about the family's costs to taxpayers, handling it with his signature grace and wit, reminding us that even kings face scrutiny in these modern times. Yet, amid the questions, his focus remains on recovery, sharing how treatment has brought cautious optimism, even as side effects occasionally pull him from the spotlight. Princess Anne, ever the steadfast force, has shone brightly too. Her recent presentation of the King's Award to a Hindu group highlighted her unwavering commitment to duty, much like the emotional handover at the state banquet that left us all breathless. And then there's the younger generation stealing hearts left and right. Prince George's 12th birthday on July 22nd was a low-key affair, but the outpouring of love from fans and family alike painted a picture of a boy growing into his future role with promise. Photos and videos circulating show him beaming alongside siblings Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, carrying each other in playful moments that capture the essence of their close-knit bond. Charlotte, in particular, has been dubbed the family's real secret weapon by observers, her confidence at Wimbledon and beyond echoing the poise Anne has long embodied. Whispers of a royal family ban, potentially separating George from his siblings for safety reasons during travel, have added a layer of frustration for William and Catherine. But it underscores their dedication to protecting the heirs while fostering independence. Looking ahead, what does this mean for the monarchy's future? With Charles gradually fading into a more supportive role, Anne's symbolic gesture to Charlotte feels like the dawn of a new era. Could we see Charlotte stepping into even bigger shoes, perhaps inheriting patronages or even echoing Anne's title in spirit one day? Royal watchers are abuzz with speculation, from her potential as a quiet leader among her siblings to broader influences on global relations. Trust us, the changes we've witnessed are just the beginning, blending tradition with a fresh, adaptable approach that William and Catherine champion. It's a legacy of strength passed down, ensuring the crown endures through uncertainty. But enough from us. What about you? What was your favourite royal moment of 2025 so far? Was it George's birthday celebrations, Charlotte's Wimbledon charm, Anne's award presentations, or perhaps the family's united front amid Charles's health updates? Let us know in the comments below, share your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more touching stories and insider reveals about the royal family. Up next, another story that might just surprise you, delving into the unexpected ways Queen Camilla is leaving her mark this summer.